Hello, it's Briggs here, and like always, welcome to All Day Anime. And today I will be talking about the new Death Note live-action movie adaptation over on Netflix, and why exactly it was so goddamn bad. Now, I went into this movie with an open mind after seeing the trailer. I was very optimistic. I didn't care that it took place in high school, or that it wasn't in Japan, and I didn't care that the actors weren't Japanese. These were a lot of the complaints people had going in, but like I said, it didn't bother me. I went in with an open mind. It's an adaptation directed for a Western audience. Of course it's not going to be identical. All that mattered to me was that it adapted the overall essence of Death Note, if that makes sense. And to further explain what I mean, it had to be a witty intellectual mind battle between L and Light, and L and Light both had to have the idea that their actions are justice. And sadly, I was disappointed. Let me get into some more detail. Firstly, there was terrible acting, especially when it came to Light. Next, I want to address that there was little to no battle between L and Light intellectually, and very little stress on their sense of justice. The entire story was so rushed, which makes sense considering it was a movie based on a TV series, but they still didn't do anything with the time that they had. It honestly didn't even feel like I was watching Death Note. I don't mind them trying to add action to appeal to a Western audience as long as they still have the intellectual mind battles, and sadly they didn't. I want to say some positives real quick. I think L played his character alright. He actually somewhat managed to capture the quirkiness that is L. And Ryuk's voice actor, Willem Dafoe, sounded really cool. Like, goddamn cool. But that's the only positivity I could think of. Actually, also, I didn't hate Misa or Mia or whatever her name is as much as I did in the original, so I guess that's a plus. Other than that, none of the characters captured their original character at all. Especially Light and Ryuk. Like, Light and L didn't even seem smart. And that's the problem. It's like the writer wrote them as smart people without doing anything to prove that they were smart. On top of that, Light wasn't his normal calm, cool, and collected self that thought of things rationally. And one small thing that bothered me that's honestly not that important is they made Ryuk completely against Light. Like in the original, he was interested to see what Light would do with the Death Note. He had a motivation for dropping the Death Note, and once Light picked it up, he wasn't on his side, but he wasn't against him either, if you know what I mean. In this adaptation, I honestly couldn't tell what Ryuk wanted. No motivation, no purpose, it's kind of evil for the sake of being evil. And I'm not even saying they had to make the characters identical. If they changed it up and ended up with a good, interesting, and entertaining movie, I would give them props. Again, I went into this movie hella optimistic, but at the end of the day, it was barely even watchable for me. Now, there was one smart scene with Light where he used the Death Note at the end, and it was pretty goddamn cool. But it definitely wasn't enough to save the movie. For example, Light in the anime would use the Death Note really smart and intellectually at least once an episode, while he literally did it once in this entire movie. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I do want to hear your opinion down below. I'm sure some of you guys liked it. Feel free to let me know down below. I almost completely forgot, but I'm going to be doing a podcast with Too Spooky, Animac from Anime Uproar, and the Anime Dude on my channel in the next couple of days talking about Death Note. Look forward to that. I'm going to be linking my last podcast at the end of this video because sadly, not a lot of you guys gave it a chance. Give it a chance. I thought it turned out pretty well and we're going to get better every time. I'm hoping to do this on a weekly to bi-weekly basis. I'm actually going to answer a couple questions real quick because I've been doing this thing at the end of videos where I want to answer some of my questions from my subscribers. I'm just going to find the question. This is from Twitter. I'll be taking questions down below in the comments below. Just do hashtag Briggs Q&A or something like that. How did you come up with the name All Day Anime and the name Briggs ADA? Well, ADA is short for All Day Anime. I came up with All Day Anime. I was just trying to think of a YouTube name. And my brother always likes to tease me about anime or would joke around. He likes anime too, but he would say anime sucks. So I'd be like, no, anime is the best thing. I watch it all day, every day. And I kind of thought of All Day Anime. And Briggs is actually a short form from my last name. The first three letters, B-R-I-G, or 4 letters, are the beginning of my last name. And some of my friends like to call me Briggs. So that's how I came up with that. I didn't want to use my real name, which is Rob. And then Jaku Anime Review asked me what my thoughts are on Sword Art Online. I don't think it's good, but I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be either. It was entertaining with a lot of flaws. I mainly like to hate on it because I thought it had a lot of potential and didn't meet that potential or anywhere near that potential, but it was still an entertaining watch. But anyway, that is the end of this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to smash that like button. And just like that, I will see you guys all next time, dudes. Shinpaku.